You didn't work on Salam
No,
Bombay?
I worked on Kama Sutra.
Okay.
I saw Salam Bombay on screen. It released, I remember, in Bombay, and I went and saw it. And I was like, I want to make movies. This is it. Yeah.
And it reflects in the film that you've made, that that's the kind of sensibility that
But I
you're
also
coming from.
chose to work with independent filmmakers. You know, I worked with a lot of first-time filmmakers, but I chose to work out of the mainstream. And so I worked with Dave Benegal, I worked with Kaizad Gustad, I worked with Meera, I worked with Mahesh Mathai. I worked on a film in New York with a director called Tony Gerber. So I didn't work in the first mainstream film I worked on was Dil Chahta Hai, which was also not mainstream really.
But which is weird because you had access to working with Yash Raj, to working with the big production houses in India, in Bollywood, that people would give a right arm to work with.
Yeah.
You chose to go the niche way.
Yeah, because it wasn't exciting. Also, after I worked on Kama Sutra, which was the first film I worked on, they were working in a particular system. And after
So
that,
then
you
is
can't...
it your sensibility that you brought to Dil Chahta Hai and not actually Farhan, because you're the one who's come in with this experience.
Production-wise, yeah, definitely.
Saying that let's shoot it in one schedule,
yeah,
let's
definitely.
do it.
Because, Farhan had worked on a couple of things. Ritesh never worked on a film. So when they called me, I remember I was in Goa, and they called me and they're like, we're starting this movie and come back. And I came back and they were like, will you cast it and stuff? And then there was nobody at that point. There were just two of them and me in the office. So then, it was like, try and do it like this, do it in one schedule, do it in Sing Sound, and they were like, cool.
So here's someone who knows more about films, who's been working since you were 19 years old, who your mother is described as the person with an aim, with a goal, with the hard-working one, and yet it takes you 7 years to make a film. Why?
Because go figure. I don't know. I don't think people I approached to do the film, like I couldn't get a lead actor to act in Luck by Chance. And I don't think,
Was that the big stalling point?
Yeah.
That you had your script ready, you had the money,
Yeah.
you had everything, you just couldn't get a lead actor?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.